Thank you for coming in. Thanks for being here, everybody. Hi. So I'm Miss Katie, that vegan teacher, for those of you who don't yet know me. I am 61 and a half years old at the time of you watching this video, and I've been vegan now for almost 10 years. In June, on June 27th, 2016, it's going to be 10 years that I haven't eaten any animals, and I haven't paid anybody to steal their milk or their eggs, and I don't pay anybody to rip the skin off of any animals. I don't buy leather, I don't buy wool, I don't buy feathered pillows, and that's just what vegans do. It's nothing special really when you think about it. Vegans are just doing kind of the basic thing that anybody should do. Nobody should be hurting animals. I think you all know that. Hi, YouTube. It's Tiger the Cat says, I'm your first. You're the first person to like the video. Aw, thank you. That's really sweet. Thanks for letting me know. All right, so you guys know how it works, I think. If it's your first time here and you don't, basically I'm a teacher and I'm helping you to become a teacher. The goal here is to create vegans who are going to teach on social media, because it's important that people know about what happens to the animals and that we create a vegan world to protect the animals and the planet that we all share. And you know what's really cool is it just also happens to be really good for your health to be vegan. So when you become vegan, everybody wins and nobody loses. So it's totally awesome. All right, so let's go right away here and see who's here. Spenda says, can you teach me? Yes, of course, that's why I'm here. I have so many cards, and today we're going to be looking at these cards here, which are about the hospital. Hey, I'm missing one. How come I only have 4? Oh no, I have 5. Woo. Okay, I have 5 cards here about hospitals and how hospitals should be vegan. So we're going to have a look at that. And let me just go over here and just press a couple of buttons here on YouTube, and then I'll be right with you guys, okay? Just 1 second. Let's see. Okay, there we go. All right, let's go in here and say hi to people. Oh, okay, we already have a couple of people who want to talk to me. Who do we have? Viewers. Oh, okay, hold on a second. If you guys want to say hello to me and come in, you are able to. Hi, Ethan. Thanks for coming in. Thanks, guys. Find drop-in guests. What's going on here? Something is weird. For more guests, allow requests from viewers. Okay. You'll receive requests from viewers. What's happening? Something's happened weird on my. Oh, here we go. Okay. Yeah, I allow requests. Somebody's named Dupus who wants to come in. Exit viewer wishes. What is all these weird buttons? Viewer wishes will end now to enable multi-guest. What? No, I don't want multi-guest. Go back. No. Okay, I don't know what's happening here. Geo wants to come in. Somebody named Geo. Exit viewer wishes. I don't know what this means. I guess maybe I'll do that. I don't know. Okay, hi.
Hey.
Hi, Geo. Your name, what's your name? Geo. Am I saying it right? Hi. Oh, you left already so quick. I guess you just wanted to come and laugh. Okay, next person up is somebody named Rosie the Vegan. All right, Rosie the Vegan. This sounds like it's going to be okay. Hi, Rosie the Vegan. Welcome. Are you really vegan? Tell everybody a little bit about you.
So I've been vegan my whole life. My parents were vegan since they were born as well. So I've been raised a vegan. I've never had any meat. I've never had any milk, only vegan stuff. And yeah.
Or any non-vegan stuff, you mean?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Oh, that's really interesting. How old are you?
I am 19.
19 years old.
Right now.
You're 19 years old and in college, and you've never had any non-vegan stuff. That's so cool. So are you healthy?
Yeah. Yes, I'm very healthy.
Right, so you've been vegan longer than me. I've only been vegan almost 10 years, and for you, it has been quite a while. That is really cool. So I'm very happy that you're here. Today we're going to be reading some cards about questions about hospitals. So here's your first card. But you know what? Just to get started, because people don't really know what to do, we're going to get you to read this sort of introductory one, okay? So read this enthusiastically.
Hello, TikTok and YouTube. Welcome to class. I'm Rosie, Miss Katie's new teaching assistant. Please tap on the screen 100 times each to create little hearts to encourage me. After that, write the number 100 in the comments and then keep going if you think I'm doing a good job reading and explaining veganism. Thank you.
All right, that's very good. That's nice and enthusiastic. And let's get right away to our first question. So this is questions about hospital, and it's question 176 out of 300 questions that different people have asked me over the years. So I compiled them. I made these cards. You can see it's backwards on one side and forward the other so that I can read it too, because everything is reversed over here. All right, there you go.
Questions about hospitals. Question 176. Many doctors are saying that all hospitals should be vegan to promote patient health. Are they right? Yes. Vegan meals made with lentils, tofu, beans, rice, fruits, veggies, and other whole foods are rich in nutrients which can help prevent certain cancers and reverse chronic diseases like heart disease and diabetes.
Right. Good job. What's it say at the bottom there? Do you see it's very tiny?
All hospitals should be vegan.
There we go. All right, questions about hospitals. So all hospitals should be vegan. We're trying to save lives, so we're not going to put death on the trays. I don't know if you realize this, everybody, but I am trained as a registered nurse and also as a school teacher. So I really like this idea that all hospitals should be vegan. You know, why would we bring dead bodies into a building when we are trying to promote kindness and compassion and saving lives? It makes no sense. So all the meals should be healthy, whole foods, not processed stuff, no crap on there. And remember, sometimes, you know, they give people even things like Jell-O, and Jell-O has gelatin in it, which is the melted down ligaments and tendons and the skin of innocent pigs that are only 6 months old. I mean, and then they just throw some color in there and some sugar. Like, there's so much stuff in the hospitals that they need to change. All right, do you have anything you'd like to say to help make a better world for everybody here and for the animals?
Yes, I think everyone should become vegan because it is very healthy and the food is actually very tasty, and meat and milk and butter aren't actually necessary in your bones and your body and your organs. So I think everyone here should become vegan, and it is not too late to start your journey.
That's great. Yes. And do you know how many animals that people actually save when they become vegan? How many animals per year?
No, I don't actually.
It's actually 100 or more. When you just think about it, even just eating like a bunch of chicken wings, you've killed like at least 3 chickens if you're having 6 wings, or, you know, like it's a lot of different animals that are dying. When you buy something made out of leather, that is somebody's skin. Hey, thank you very much. Thank you very much for the heart there. Appreciate that. All right. So thank you for coming. Thank you for being vegan. Thank you for contributing all the time so positively here. Hey, thank you for that, Roxy. All right, so let's see. Did anybody top on the screen since you came? We have, how many do you see?
7.9.
Yeah, you got it's up to 8,000 now. 8,000 people liked what you just said. So thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate you, Rosie. And I want everyone on TikTok, you guys should be following Rosie the Vegan Rose. All right? Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. So those of you who are asking about my necklace, I'll just bring it a little bit closer so you can read it. It says, "Want milk? Lift your mom's shirt." Think about that for a second. Do you really need cow's milk? Cow's milk is for baby cows. You're not a baby, you're not a cow. So if you really want milk, just go and lift up your mom's shirt and see what she says. She's going to probably tell you to F off, like, what the hell are you doing? And she'll probably say to you, you're not a baby anymore. I don't have milk in my breast anymore for you. At which point, you can say to her, that's interesting, Mom. You're right, I'm not a baby. But Mom, you're not a cow. So why are you drinking cow's milk? All right, so this is the thing. It says here, want milk, lift your mom's shirt. And then it says at the bottom, or just drink soy milk, right? So that's really the main message here, just drink soy milk. All right, this is just a way to get you to think about it, to realize how weird it is. Like, does it make any sense to any of you to go underneath a cow and start sucking? It's really messed up, right? Cow's milk is for baby cows. Giraffe milk is for baby giraffes. Cat milk is for baby cats. That's right. All right, good job. Let's try another one, okay, everyone? Mouse milk is for baby. Write it down. I'm going to see who gets it first, whether it's TikTok or YouTube. Mouse milk is for baby. That's right. Amber got it over here. Very good. And over here on YouTube, you guys are a little bit slower, unfortunately. The answer is mice, but somebody got it. Yes, Amy. Good job, Amy. All right, so you guys get the idea, right? So thank you for being here. Oh, by the way, thank you very much for subscribing. I'm going to read your names out loud. Hey, thank you so much. Hold on a second. Let me just go back here. All right, so people who've just subscribed to my account, some of you, I'm going to try to read as many names as I can, okay? So we have Lucas, who shared the live stream. Thank you, Lucas. We also have people... Okay, thank you for writing the word nuggets, but don't forget to write vegan nuggets in front, okay? That's important. Don't just write the word nuggets. Otherwise, you're going to have to go to the back of the class. We are here to promote kindness, not vegan-phobic behavior. We want vegantastic behavior. I used to say vegan-phantastic behavior, but then I thought, you know what? I'll just shrink that. Vegantastic behavior, they mean the same thing, but I actually put it in the Urban Dictionary now. So we have in the Urban Dictionary vegan-phobic, all one word. We also now have vegan-phantastic, and we have vegantastic. Vegantastic means you might not be vegan yet, but you're not cruel. You're not going to be racist towards animals. You're not going to be mean to them. You are going to be kind and curious. Vegantastic people have an open mind and an open heart. All right? Okay, hold on. Oh, sorry, guys. I stopped reading. Okay, right. Okay, so thank you. Mark, thank you for subscribing. Josie, thank you for subscribing. Melissa or Marissa, thanks for being here. Ruby just joined us. Jessica, somebody with an image of a dinosaur with no name. Guys, thank you. All right, let's go to the next person here who's going to come in to read. All right, let's see. Guys, remember that you are welcome to decorate the live. Like we just have Hero. Hey, Hero! I haven't seen Hero in a couple of days. Hi, Hero. I hope you go to the top of the list. I'm going to finish here and see if I can talk to you. Hero is a nice guy. He's trying to be vegan, and he has a wife who loves him, and she calls him Hero. That's why. Okay. So yeah, what's your name?
Poppy.
Like Poppy, like Poppy?
Yeah.
Okay, so the first thing you're going to do right after we hang up, okay, is you're going to
Yeah.
change your name to Poppy the Vegan, okay?
Okay.
Because that's a much better name for you, okay?
Okay.
Or Poppy is vegan now, or
Okay.
or Poppy for the animals.
Okay.
Okay, which one? Okay,
yeah.
but first you're going to read a card, okay? So today we're learning about hospitals. Questions about hospitals. Question 177. How are hospitals participating in ethical contradictions?
What does that mean?
An ethical contradiction is when you contradict yourself, all right?
Okay.
So you're going to read the answer, okay? Here you go. Serving.
Serving animal products contradicts the mission of healing, as these foods come from industries that cause great suffering to humans, animals, and the planet we share.
Okay, that caused great suffering. All right, so that's good. You read it well, but you read it a little bit sort of mechanically. So when you're reading something like this and you see a word like great, it's good to emphasize it. All right, because
Okay.
remember, you're learning to be a teacher. So when you're learning to be a teacher, you want to emphasize your message so that people can really understand it. Would you like to read this again, please? I'm going to read the question, okay? Is that all right with
Okay.
you? All right. Okay. How are hospitals participating in ethical contradictions? So hospitals are saying one thing and then doing another. Okay? So you're going to read the answer.
Serving animal products contradicts the mission of healing, as these foods come from industries that cause great
Okay,
suffering.
what is the word you just said? In
What?
What's the word you just said that starts with the syllable in?
Guys, stop spamming nuggets. They're so bad
Okay,
for you.
sweetheart, you're
Make
not
sure you put the word
concentrating.
vegan.
I'm sorry. I'm going to have to go to the next person, okay? Because first of all, you're not actually concentrating. You said the word industries. Like, I don't even think you know what you're reading. You're reading this comment section, which you should not be doing. Right? When I'm listening to you, I'm giving you 100% of my attention, and that's what I expect from people who come in here to read. Right? So the word is industries. Now, I find it alarming that you couldn't read a simple word like that. But if you can't read it, it means you don't even understand the sentence. All right, guys, only come in if you know how to read. Let's see here. I'm looking for Hero. Hero's not here. Hero just said hello, though. Okay, I'll go to the next person. Thanks, Hero, though, for being here. I don't see you on the list, but okay. Hi.
Hi.
Do you know how to read?
Yep.
Great. All right, so today we are reading questions about hospitals. I read the question and you're going to read the answer, okay?
Okay.
Okay, I said, how are hospitals participating in ethical contradictions? Now you can read the answer. You read the answer, it's right there. Serving.
How are serving animals? Fuck all the vegans. Shit.
Okay, so you don't know how to read either. Isn't that fascinating? Anyone who eats meat doesn't know how to read. I'd be a little bit concerned, okay? Because here's what's probably happening. You probably have high cholesterol. You probably have plaque inside your veins and arteries, and it's probably clogging up your brain. Because it's not normal that you don't know how to read a sentence. It's also not normal to come on somebody's live stream and call them the N-word. Like, it doesn't bother me. I mean, I think of it as a compliment because you know what it stands for, right? Naturally intelligent, gorgeous and generous, exemplary and radiant. So you can call me that. But you know, some people do get offended by that, right? So I don't know what's going on in your head, but you know, maybe go and sit at the back of the class and just focus, okay? Try. I'm going to go in here and see if I can find an actual adult here who knows how to read. Let me see if I have anybody here. Looking at my list, and it's slim pickings today, guys. There's not too many people on TikTok who know how to read. We do have somebody whose name is Jay. Let's see if Jay knows how to read. All right, so we've been on this card for a while now. We're having trouble. If this person can't do it, I'm going to read the answer myself again. Hi, Jay. Do you know how to read?
No, I got it. Yeah, I got it.
Can you sit closer to the phone and because it sounds like this. Yeah, I got it. That's what I heard.
Yeah, no, I got it. Easy.
Easy. Okay. Please read the answer here.
Fuck you, bitch ass nigga. You're a fucking stupid slut. You fucking bitch ass.
Okay, and why do you think that? Why do you think that? Why are you calling me that? It's so weird. I mean, like I said, it's a compliment, right? It stands for naturally intelligent, gorgeous, generous, exemplary, radiant. Sticks and stones can break my bones, but names will never hurt me. There's nothing you can say that will hurt me because I know you feel guilty eating animals. But just ask your therapist what's wrong with your head that would make you do that. Do you realize how ridiculous you sound? It's so bizarre. You are representing all people who eat meat. So you guys over here on TikTok and on YouTube, we have 616 people on YouTube. We have several hundred here on TikTok. Is this really the kind of person you want to associate with? Somebody who just walks around and says the N-word to everybody? Somebody who doesn't know how to read? It's bizarre, isn't it? Let me read this for you. Serving animal products contradicts the mission of healing, as these foods come from industries that cause great suffering to humans, animals, and the planet we share. Right? So we don't want to be full of contradictions. We are supposed to be, as I'm a nurse, as nurses, doctors, physiotherapists, nutritionists, our goal is to help get people happy and healthy and to tell them the truth. A lot of people are afraid of the truth. Let me just read over here a little bit over on my YouTube here and see what's happening. Okay, so we have somebody who wrote no diabetes. You know what? You're absolutely right. People are much less likely to get diabetes if they're vegan because they're eating healthy whole foods and not crap. as long as you're taking care of yourself, of course. And type 2 diabetes is associated with eating meat. So who wants diabetes? It's absolutely awful. It's when you need to give yourself an injection, and you also sometimes get necrotic tissue in your toes. So sometimes you have to have your toes amputated. The tips of them get all black. It's really horrific. Be vegan, guys. Stay healthy and stay kind. All right, let's go to the next one. We have somebody named Vegan Tattoo Artist. Thank goodness we have a vegan here to save the day. Hi.
Hey, how are you doing tonight? Or today, I should say.
Yeah, it's it's true, right? It is actually 9:41 here in Italy. It's the morning. What time is it where you are?
In my defense, I get up late, I work late, so it's like 4 o'clock in the morning, so it's okay.
Yeah, that's all right. That doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's 4 in the morning there in over in Florida on the east coast of the United States.
It is good. Yep.
Hey, so listen, we've been reading these cards about hospitals, how are hospitals participating in ethical contradictions, how hospitals should all be vegan, and
I've been trying to read it, except the carnists have been coming in and being typical carnists, dropping the N-word and being disrespectful. And yes, everybody in the comment who is not a vegan, that's you. That's your people. That's who you're associating with, just FYI. Okay, I'm sorry. I just wanted to say that.
No, I welcome any lectures to my audience if you're a vegan, because you're absolutely right. It is atrocious behavior. And why do you think that they do that? I mean, I think it's because they're jealous of us, that they don't think they can be vegan. But of course, it's so easy to be vegan. You just don't steal from animals.
Yeah, I agree. It's easy to be vegan, but also the people who are speciesist, it's a system of oppression. They've learned to be oppressors and they haven't challenged it. So it's easy to go from one system of oppression against animals and then apply that to human beings and be racist as well. Speciesism and racism go hand in hand. So I'm not surprised when speciesist people are racist. They shouldn't be, but it's not surprising that they're oppressors on one front, they're oppressors on another front.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I have this little doll here, and she's very cute. Have you ever seen her before?
No, but she's cool. I like her.
Yeah, so this is a little doll, and her name is Regan, the vegan. And you see, it says here, oh, let me just turn this around because I made a video. I always had to turn the little necklace around here for TikTok and put it backwards. So there we have. It says on, what does it say on her necklace?
Tofu doesn't scream.
Yeah, now she is somebody that we would never be racist towards, right? She has maybe a little bit of a darker skin, but wouldn't you agree that she's very cute and beautiful?
Yes, I would totally get her for any kid that wanted to play with a doll. Absolutely.
Yeah, she's so sweet. Now, you see she's surrounded by animals. Now, guess which ones she eats?
None of them.
That's right, because her name is Regan the vegan. Now, so she's not racist towards any animals. So she doesn't eat cats, and she doesn't eat pigs. She's not going to judge animals just by the way that they look and eat some and be nice to others. She's going to be kind to everyone, including the little yellow chick, another kitten here. And this one, we haven't figured out which animal this is. What does this look like to you?
Like a bear? Some kind of a bear? I don't know.
Some kind of a bear. Someone said a puppy golden retriever. I don't know.
It's got white ears.
Yeah,
Like
it's the ears, right?
panda.
Yeah, panda's black and white though. But
Some of them are like, yeah.
someone else said fox. I don't know. But anyway, so you can see, so here we have another, this is like a Dalmatian type dog. And so this little girl is not racist towards anybody, and she's not speciesist towards anybody. So that is the kind of world that we want, right?
Yes, absolutely.
All right, let me put her back over here. And you're going to help me to read a card. So this one is about antibiotic resistance. I don't know if you know much about that, but let's read this card, okay? So you can read the question and the answer.
Okay. All right. Okay. I just want to make sure it's centered. All right. So questions about hospitals. Question 178. Is it true that most antibiotics are fed to animals and that this contributes to them being less effective in humans? Answer. Yes, overuse of antibiotics in chickens, pigs, cows breeds resistant bacteria. This must be stopped because antibiotic resistance makes human infections harder to treat, leading to more people dying. All hospitals should be vegan.
Yeah. So the more that we have animal agriculture, the more that these animals need to be given antibiotics because they're crammed together. And then the more that we give antibiotics to the animals, the less likely they are to work on us. So,
Yeah.
Eating animals is bad in every single way.
You know what I read? I read something, and I believe it is true. So two things, that over 70% of antibiotics usage is given to farm animals. And secondly, I've read, and I believe this too, like from agricultural literature, that antibiotics aren't only given to these animals simply for the purpose of antibiotics, right? Like to prevent illness. They're actually given because they accelerate growth. So we're contributing to antibiotic resistance for something that doesn't, not because we're trying to prevent illness, but because we're trying to accelerate growth. And I've looked into this a little bit. I'd be happy to double check the source on that. But that's wild, because not only do we not need to feed them these antibiotics, we're not trying to prevent illness. We're literally giving these animals antibiotics for the sole purpose of causing them to grow faster so that we can slaughter them faster, which is insane. We're creating antibiotic resistance for unnecessary purpose.
Yeah, totally crazy. Listen, while you're here, let's go over a few animals here, and maybe you can teach a little bit to people about some things regarding the different cards here. So if I hold up here a dog, right?
Yes.
Can you tell me what things that vegans would do and would not do regarding dogs?
Well, I guess most vegans would probably help a dog in any way they could. They might, if it's a stray dog, they may try to help take care of the dog, or ask if they can pet the dog. Just anything nice, I guess, really.
Yeah. Now, would vegans breed dogs?
Absolutely not.
Right. So what's wrong with breeding dogs?
Well, it's a form of exploitation. We're using another individual's body against their will and as a form of a resource. But also, we don't need to create more animals when we already have millions of animals being euthanized every single year. We don't need to add to that population. So it's just harmful, and it's not consensual generally to take their babies away and sell them.
That's right. Yeah, exactly. So thanks for mentioning that. So it's important for us to go adopt dogs that are already there in these orphanages or shelters, because they have no homes and they've been dumped. People don't care about them. So rather than us paying a breeder, and you know what, sometimes, I don't know if you've seen these videos, but sometimes what breeders do, because they're so desperate for money, they'll actually tie up the female. If she doesn't want to mate with the particular male that's there, they'll tie her up. So she is essentially being sexually assaulted, forced to breed with a specific male, which is really disgusting and sickening.
Exactly. And I know, like in the dairy industry, they call this is my dog, he's plant-based, they call it a grape rack, right? Or I don't know if you can say the word on TikTok, but yeah, they're tied up against their will in most industries in order to create more.
Yeah. Okay. I'm having trouble seeing there because it's a bit dark, but thanks. All right. So what about with cows? Can you tell us some things that vegans would or would not do with cows?
Yeah, I mean, it's easier to think of the things that we wouldn't do. So we wouldn't forcibly impregnate them. We wouldn't forcibly penetrate them like they do in the dairy industry. We wouldn't force them to become pregnant like they do in the dairy industry. We wouldn't take their babies away and slaughter them like they do in the dairy industry. We wouldn't hang them upside down, smash them in the skull, and slit their throats like they do in the dairy industry.
That's right. Yeah. And what do you think about my necklace?
Want milk lift your mom's shirt? Yeah, okay. That's funny.
Do you see what it says at the bottom? It's very tiny. Maybe you can't. It says, or just drink soy milk, right? Yeah. People think they need milk. Well, milk for humans is human milk, but we're not babies anymore, and so we don't need to drink that. What could we drink instead?
Yeah, anything. I mean, soy milk has more protein, so I go for that. But oat milk, almond milk, water.
Yeah, exactly. We don't even really need milk necessarily. All right, do you want to read another card?
Yes.
All right. So guys, for everybody who is listening, we have here, this is Brian, and Brian is a vegan tattoo artist. If you would like to get a tattoo, you can contact him. I suggest that everybody follow him here on TikTok. He's a really nice guy. And I think he gives free tattoos to vegans even, which is very, very kind of you. It's very cool.
Free vegan tattoos for vegans. Yes. All vegans are my people. Anything you want, come into my shop. I got your back.
That's so neat. And you're in Florida, right?
I'm on the East Coast, not exactly in Florida, but over there.
Okay, on the East Coast. Okay, cool. All right, so questions about hospitals. Can you read this one? Oh, no, we just did
Yes.
that one. Hold on, we just did that one about antibiotics. Okay, well, let's do this one.
Okay. Questions about hospitals. Question 180. If vegan hospitals could do so much good, why aren't all hospitals vegan yet? Answer, because the meat, dairy, and egg industries want to sell their products. They only care about money. They don't care about your health, so they fight hard to make sure the public remains brainwashed. But now you know, so you can help spread the truth. All hospitals should be vegan.
Yeah. What do you think about this? What do you think about this card?
Yes, I totally agree with it. And yes, this is exactly correct. The reason why meat, egg, and dairy are pushed is because they're in league with the government. The government supports them. They support the government. You know, like 80% of political donations go to a specific party. And in return, that party offers them subsidies and they purchase contracts. So the meat, egg, and dairy industry has contracts with hospitals and prisons, etc., and they make a lot of money off of that. So yeah, they're 100% about profit, just like any other large corporation.
Yeah, and it's really sad because it's making our society unhealthy and it's hurting so many animals. And it's also terrible for the environment. So I don't know how long it's going to take for our society to change, to wake up to this need that we have as citizens to create a vegan world as much as possible. What do you think it would take? Do you think lab-grown meat is the answer?
No, I don't. I mean, it won't hurt to have cell-cultured meat. I think it'll eliminate one of the excuses, but I think it's going to be awareness. And I think that the closer we move to climate crisis, I think it'll help. Unfortunately, I wish it was only about the morals, but like anything, history arcs towards justice. So we have a few more years of fighting for sure, but there's progress is already happening, right? Germany, now it's illegal to blend up the male chicks as soon as they're born. Some countries have stopped using gas chambers on pigs. So there's progress. I think it's just going to be over time. It's going to increase until it's just slowly phased out. But I don't know if there'll ever be one large event that will eliminate this misunderstanding unless we have some kind of giant political, not warfare, but battle, happen sort of like we did with human abolition. But
yeah. All right, well, thank you so much for coming in. I really do appreciate you. Guys, everybody tap on the screen 100 times to encourage our vegan tattoo artist here, our guest, Brian, who did a great job. Thanks very much also for helping me to remain sane in this crazy world of trying to get decent people to read some cards. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye, Brian. All right, so that was Brian. He is a great guy. Please follow him over there on TikTok and over here on my YouTube channel. Let me see if I can read. Oh, there's not too many people here right now, so it's going a bit slower. So let me see if I can read some of your comments here. It says here, Jaza writes, it's inappropriate. You're absolutely right. It is inappropriate to hurt animals. It is inappropriate to pay people to kill them. It is inappropriate to go into a place like McDonald's and give money to them to harm animals. 100% agree with you there. Let's see what else we have here. We have somebody here who wrote, can I call? I want to ask some questions. I promise I won't swear. I'm also a vegan. Okay, Natty Boy. So the way that it works is that if you want to speak to me here on YouTube, you put a super chat in. You write your question on the screen and I will read it out loud. On TikTok, it's different. They put decorations on the screen, like Maddie here just put a little rose. Thanks, Maddie. And before that, we had Nathaniel. Thank you very much for the little decorations as well. All right, and now we have, for example, Tali Nicoli, who put a little rose as well. Thanks, guys, for decorating. Now, remember, if you want to get to the top, you have to decorate the screen so that TikTok knows that you are serious and that you're not just somebody goofing around. And now we're going to listen to a song called Go Fruit Yourself, because you should all be eating lots of fruit. It's good for you.
Go fruit yourself, go fruit yourself.
Stop hurting animals. Go vegan, go fruit yourself. Go fruit yourself. Stop hurting animals. Go vegan. All right, and then there's another version that is called Go Veg Yourself. Eat vegetables. That's right, do it. Go veg yourself. Go veg yourself, stop hurting animals. Go vegan, go veg yourself. Go veg yourself, stop hurting animals. Go vegan. All right, and here's another one to remind you to drink soy milk or oat
Drink
milk.
soy milk, oat milk, rice milk, almond milk.
Cheers, guys, for coming in. Really appreciate you guys. Thanks for subscribing. Hi, Matthew. Thanks for coming in. Hey, Hugo. We got Splash here. We got Maris coming in. Hi, Dutchie. Thanks for coming. What else do we have here? Somebody wrote here, keep eating animals. Oh, that's the wrong message. Okay, so I'm going to be banning you from my channel for life. So you are now banned forever. Not even just a 10-minute timeout, but banned forever, because that is the opposite message of what I am teaching here. So let that be a warning to you. Every once in a while, I just ban somebody. Now you might think to yourself, who gives a fuck? But here's what happens. When I ban people, they try desperately to get a hold of me. They come to my email. They write me an email and say, Miss Katie, I'm really sorry that I acted like an idiot. Can you please unban me because I want to have fun in the comments? And I say, no, I will not do that. And actually, to be honest, I don't even read the emails myself. I have an assistant do that. And they only show me the emails that are helpful. So what you can do now, the person who's banned, I know you can still see me. And I know you can even type. But nobody else is seeing your comments ever again. The only way for you to interact with me is to open a brand new YouTube account. So I know that that is something that people do, and then just come back and be polite. All right? Okay. Somebody says, have I got any kids? Yes, I do. I have 3 children and 2 grandchildren. Yeah, and yes, everybody's vegan, of course. Why would we hurt animals? Somebody's name here is Bois. BWAAA. I'm not feeling it today, guys. I don't think I'm going to let that person in. We do have somebody named Emily. Emily sounds like a normal name, but I'm not sure if Emily was here yesterday and unkind. Somebody was. Oh, somebody's name is Hello, and they're a twin. That's another name. I don't know. Should I let that person in? We're looking for actual people who can read some cards and help educate the public here. We have Iman who's here. Let me see. Anyway, you know what? Let's just see who this person is. Let's see if Emily would like to come in, because she at least has a normal name. Hi, Emily. Do you know how to read?
Yes.
All right. Were you here yesterday?
Yes, I was.
All right. So you're the person who wasn't very kind. Is that correct?
No.
No? Okay. Do you want to try again and read now?
Yes.
Okay. Can you first tell me something about veganism to show that you've learned something so far?
That animals are not for our consumption or our use. They're for the environment.
What do you mean they're for the environment?
They're for our land and our their earth.
Okay. Animals are here with us on the planet, not for us. Right? They're like children on the planet. We're here just to protect them and make sure that they have a good planet that is clean and that is as much as possible. We don't want them to be harmed. So we don't eat them, right? We don't kidnap them.
Yes.
Right. So what stage are you at in your vegan journey?
I'm just beginning.
Well, not really, because you already know something, right? You already know the definition of veganism. Here is a quicker version to say it. Can you read this?
Random vegan fact. Veganism isn't a diet. It's a justice movement against the exploitation of animals.
All right. And do you know what exploitation means?
Using them.
Yeah, so we don't use animals, right? So we don't steal from them is another way of saying it. Okay. Here's one. Here's a card for you to read.
Random vegan fact. Plants have all the protein you need to stay healthy. So you never need to eat meat, fish, eggs, cheese, or drink cow's milk.
That's right. All right. So do you believe that it's true?
Yes.
That's great. So that's another click you have, right? So you learned that plants have protein, that you're going to be healthy as a vegan. Good. All right. You're doing great so far. Let's read another one. Here we go.
Random vegan fact.
Oh, wait. We forgot to get
pizza-
you to tell everybody to tap on the screen to encourage you.
Oh, sorry. Guys, tap on the screen.
Tell them why.
Because animals are not for our use.
No,
And we need to teach people.
It's to encourage you to see what number you get up to, right? We're at 35.7 thousand. So if you're doing a good job, that number is going to go up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's see. Has it moved yet? What do you see now?
36,000.
All right, so that's good. It's already helping. So you guys, if you like this teaching assistant, if you think she's doing a good job, tap on the screen. All right, let's keep going.
Random vegan fact. When pigs and cows are raised to be eaten by cruel people,